Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service. Today we're taking a look at a 4-piece skid system. So it has a gas engine soft wash, a hot water pressure washer, and then we have everything kind of modular so that you can either use one system or the other, or you can use it all simultaneously. So we have our front skid here. This is our soft wash system with the Honda GX200 engine and the P40 soft wash pump. It has our Midwest mixing system on there, so you can meter your water, your surfactant, and your bleach. And then on the back we have a flush valve so that you can flush out the bleach line and apply only water, so you have full flow going through that soft wash engine, or through the soft wash pump. Behind it we have our 7-gallon surfactant tank and a 55-gallon bleach tank. And then behind that, on a separate pallet, we have the 200-gallon water tank. On the what would be the passenger side of the truck, this is our 200 feet of half-inch hose for the soft wash. So this is the application hose. And then we have our inlet hose on the bottom. There's 100 foot of 3/4 inch garden hose. So this garden hose feeds the 200-gallon water tank here, but it'll also feed the 525-gallon tank. So you can choose. If you're only using your soft wash system, it can just fill one tank. If you are also using that, it'll fill both tanks simultaneously. All right. We have float valves set up in both of those tanks so that we can shut off the water once those water levels fill. And then we have tank drains on both of them as well, so that you can quickly drain those tanks without having to haul around so much water after the job is done. This is set up so that the particular person who's getting this package has plenty of water for the soft wash system and for using their 8-gallon per minute hot water pressure washer. He goes a lot of places where there's not water access, so he has to bring it with him, and he wanted to make sure he had enough water to supply both systems, or to supply each one individually if he only needs part of it. So we'll call this skid number 1 here, and then this first skid behind it, that is your soft wash. And then we have our skid number 2 right here. This is the hot water pressure washer. We have a 20-gallon soap tank. The pressure washer is an SC3500, 8-gallon per minute. Has a Honda GX690 engine with the big TSF series general pump. And we've got 2 fuel tanks here. One is our gas tank. Other one is a larger diesel fuel tank, and this is about 15 gallons for diesel fuel, about 8 gallons for the gasoline. We have our pressure washer hose reel on the side. So again, to keep everything modular so that we can run each skid separately, we have the hose reel directly on the pressure washer because there wasn't any way to fit it on a 4x4 skid and still only have 4 pieces to put together. So we have I believe 150 feet on this hose reel right here. You can see we've got our inlet hose connected and our bypass hose, which is this yellow one right here, connected back to the 525-gallon water tank. So it's able to pull the water directly from this tank through a filter into that system, and then it bypasses it with a quick connect so that these can all be taken apart back into the water tank. The bypass just keeps that pump head nice and cool whenever you are in bypass mode, which means when you're off the trigger but the engine is still running. So we can keep that pump protected without having to worry about overheating anything. We do have these set up with cam locks to be able to take the inlet hoses on and off quickly, whether the water is feeding into the tank or whether it's feeding into a pressure washer system. That way, again, these can be taken apart and assembled and disassembled quickly. Now this particular person, he might use it all season like this and just have everything on a truck, but at the end of the season he can take it apart and put it in storage. But this can also be used interchangeably if you want to take it on and off between jobs, however you need to. So that was the way that we put this particular system together. So you might notice it's set up a little bit differently than how we normally would. But he's putting this on a big flatbed truck, so it'll have open air, so everything can be exhausted easily, everything can be accessed from the outside. And he is simply coming to pick these up, and then he'll bolt them down himself or secure them down himself whenever he gets here. But if you have any particular questions on this system, feel free to take a look at our website. We'll have all the information on there. And then if you have any questions beyond that, or you'd like to put something together that's maybe not exactly this, something custom like this, feel free to give us a call. Thanks.